Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this series, we will be discussing this article from Mike over at Light Reading. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So 5G providers, which now all of the major carriers are providing some type of 5G, Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T, they are expected to continue gaining customers in the second quarter. So in this series, we're going to be talking about T-Mobile, because T-Mobile is expected by several analysts to grow the most or post the biggest growth in or for the second quarter. So AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile are all expected to post customer growth in their second quarter earnings reports, according to a number of financial analysts, despite several potential headwinds. So T-Mobile is expected to grow about 650,000 new customers. That would be higher than what they did in the first quarter. And I would say for a second quarter would be extremely impressive, in my opinion. Now, and we'll talk about that in the Verizon video, right? If Verizon did have some type of growth in the second quarter, I'm thinking it's going to be in the 50, 60, maybe 70,000 range if they pulled it off. We'll see. And of course, we'll also have to see if T-Mobile can pull off 650,000. That's only an estimate. So let's read here briefly. So according to a handful of financial analysts, the wireless industry is poised for another quarter of moderate, stable customer growth. And that's noteworthy considering the nation's biggest wireless network operators have all engaged in multiple price increases in recent months. Indeed, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile have all raised prices on fees and services across board sections of their respective customer bases, moves that could encourage some customers to look for alternative options. So the main mission here is when you create churn, because that's what they're doing. When they increase pricing, they know all of the senior executive teams at all of the companies, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, they know that this is going to create churn. People are going to leave if there is price increases. There's no way around it. So now the mission is to offset those losses by having more organic growth. And that's been Verizon's problem. They continue to raise prices over the last several years, right? And this year they raised prices on business customers twice already. Their issue, they can't grow enough organically to offset the losses. That's why they always post negative when it comes to overall growth, because they can't get enough people in the doors to outweigh the people that are leaving. T-Mobile has, if you will, mastered this. So even as T-Mobile comes in right around the same churn as Verizon, right? If Verizon posts, say, a 0.89 and T-Mobile does a 0.87, that's only a 2-point difference, a 0.2 difference, but yet T-Mobile still has a lot more growth, because even though they lost maybe even around the same amount of customers as Verizon, they were still able to grow more people organically. So they were able to offset all of the losses that they may have endured during any given quarter. So you could make the argument that T-Mobile has figured out how to master it. And that's why maybe they felt so confident in raising price. So if this 650,000 number does come to fruition, then, maybe T-Mobile cracked the code. They raised pricing, and they clearly did on the most sensitive base in the industry, and yet they were able to offset the losses with gains. So even if they peak, right, if the churn comes out 0.9, 0.91, 0.92, whatever it comes out to be, they still managed to grow more than they lost. And that's what this estimate shows. Is it going to be the truth? Is it going to be the case? We will see towards the end of this month. So I'll leave this article in the description for you guys to check out. We're going to do a series on all of the carriers, because this pertains to all of them. So we'll do a separate breakdown videos for all of them. Wanted to start off with T-Mobile first, since it looks like they are going to be in first place as it comes to growth, and AT&T in second. Verizon, I'm still torn about that one. I would say if they do 60, 70,000, I would say that's a win for them. That's positive momentum they're taking into the third quarter. But I also wouldn't be surprised or shocked if they just come out negative when they report. That wouldn't shock me one bit. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think these estimates are accurate. Let me know if you think T-Mobile will come in at 650,000. I think that's a very achievable number for T-Mobile. And like I said, it would be by my estimates very impressive if they can do 650,000 ads in the second quarter, especially after they just raised price. I think that would be very impressive for the company to pull off. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.